All right, buddy. Today I'm going to show you guys the video showcasing my CIC retrofit. What does it take to do the CIC retrofit? Well, you're going to need the CIC unit, which is behind here. You're going to need a new screen, and you don't have to. I was using my old controller for a while before I updated this to this controller. It gives you all the menus here. But this was optional. Mine was running just fine with just my original controller. This one just looks nicer. Another thing is you're gonna have to change your bezel here to the CNC. You see the CIC is like this. The CCC one would have double slot. But what I did, because if you change your bezel to the one for this CIC one, you're gonna have to change the air conditioning knobs here, because otherwise there'll be a big gap and it's gonna be a little bit different. Mine's are the original ones and it fits fine, because what I did is I got the trim bezel, this part right here, this part up here, from my non-navigation unit, because if you notice it only has one slot. I'm gonna try to bring this up closer. You can see that I had cut it so that it fits this one. It's not super perfect because there wasn't any templates online. I just kind of went by measuring it, but it looks very good. I forget that I even cut it. I try to get as close as possible, so it fit good. That way I was able to use this part from my old non-navigation, and it made this fit perfect. So all this was fit perfect, no gaps. I didn't have to worry about having to change my knobs here, or having to change all the face plates, or having any gaps, because a lot of times when people use the CIC one with their old controller knobs, you'll have gaps here. Or if you change the CIC knobs, things will be a little bit off. So this looks how it was standard, so all I had to do was cut this. Now if you're not comfortable cutting, of course you'll probably have to change everything out. It wasn't that bad. I just used a Dremel with the a sanding disc and just slowly kind of use it, so I got the shape of it. And then for the bottom piece down here, I just used the one from the navigation one. So I kind of have a mixture of the one from the non-nav and the navigation one, so I pieced them together. Luckily I had them both, because originally my car did not have navigation. Then I added navigation, so I still kept the old parts around, so I was able to mix them together. As you can see, it looks fine. And then, okay, as far as the screen, you're gonna have to remove the screen. The screen to remove is really easy. There's two little Torx screws here, up here. Once you take those off, the screen just pops off. To connect the screen to this, it's a different harness. It's a wiring, but once you take this off and you take the screen off, you can reach from in there and you can put a wire through there. Nothing hard. Literally you can just run the wire through there with your hand. There's lots of space. You'll see the light through there and you can see everything. So you have to run a wire that's specially made for the CIC screen to the back of this unit. And then also to connect this one, as you notice, as the original controller, it has the two buttons here and the controller's up here. It's not a one piece. So what I had to do is I had to cut this trim here. I had to cut it so it fitted. Another thing, on this piece, underneath it, there's gonna be like a little piece of this thing in the middle, but that was super easy. This is like a plastic, so it was really easy to cut with the Dremel. So from this part, from this the handrest part, the whole thing here, you had to cut it. And then from this bezel here, I cut it with the Dremel so it fit. Another thing is, you see this this little trim here. This trim is from a 6 series. So because if you cut this out, and if you don't make the absolute perfect cut, you're gonna see it off a little bit. You're gonna see cuts and everything. But if you use this trim here, it will cover up your cut. As you can see, it looks fine. It looks really good because this trim will cover up the cut, so that way you don't even see it. And as you can see, it looks you wouldn't even tell. You think it came like that. So this is what it took. And then to connect this, whoever you buy your kit from, if you buy a kit, you have to buy the connector for this, and then all you do is unplug the wires from the original connector and just plug it into the correct spots onto the connector that connects to this one. Pretty much, so to get it all together, it is, in a way, depending who you get it from, plug and play. The person I got mine from had it pre-programmed, so all I had to do was install it. And so he also included the connectors I needed. He included the wiring. He included a little connector so that I can plug it into this and unplug the wires from the old connector to the new connector that came, so they can plug into this one. So this lights up and everything works fine. He also, depending who you get it from, what add-ons you get, you can also get the USB wire. I unplugged it for now because I'm eventually gonna add it right here. I'm just working on a way to get the USB plug in right here, so that you can add music and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you a little walk around about how it works. I got a lot of emails about this, so I kind of want to show you guys how this works. And like I mentioned before, depending who you get it from, it would be pre-programmed, so all you do is just install everything and it would work. Another thing I got to mention also is that this is not a software update. You cannot get your CIC one, and you cannot get your CIC and update it. It's not a software that you can't take it to the dealer and they won't update it so that everything works. Like to get this menu, it is not a software update. It is an actual hardware. So you won't be able to get your CIC, CCC, or your non-navigation to look like this without updating everything. I have a DVD playing right now. So I'm gonna walk you through this, things that you can do, and you can let's take you to the main menu. So I see how everything works here. Navigation, radio, go to CD. Oh, I don't have a CD in there. FM radio, go to the options, go back. Let me see. So this is the main menu. There's different options. There's different options here. Everything works just like the original one. Vehicle statuses, service required, your monitors for your tires, everything. So if you go to like multimedia, you can upload music collection. You can upload via the USB spot. You can upload music. Of course, everything works with the controller or this. You have aux input. If you have the TV module, I don't have it on there, but you can get a TV module to watch TV. And the part that everyone always asks me for, finally, you can play DVDs. I had put in a DVD in there earlier. And the quality is really good if you look at it.
That's okay, sir. We're not looking for any donation. I just want to get to know you somewhat. For instance, what do you do for a living, Mr. McCain?
I've got fish.
And then the best thing about this is that
And I got a special knife.
let me see.
Well, that is interesting.
Let me go. The navigation is all on the hard drive. It's not CD based like the CCC, so everything's like super fast. If you want to type in an address, everything loads up really quickly. So that's one good thing. So if you're doing navigation, it loads up a lot faster. Overall, it's a really good update. I'll let me see what I can do. I know the navigation, you can split screen just like the old one. You can also have like the split screen and watch the DVD. And I enabled it so that if I'm driving, I can still watch the TV. I know in the United States you can't do it, but you could always unlock it with coding. So everything looks a lot more updated. It makes the car, it gives it a nice updated look. I'm gonna put in the description below where I got my my kit from. Like I said, it came pre-programmed. The guy who I got it from pre-programmed it, so I just had to plug everything in. I did have a video where I installed it all, but the memory card got lost along with a lot of other footage I had, so unfortunately it's already been installed. I wouldn't really have time to really take everything out just to install it all to film it, but I got the basic parts down. I try to explain as much as I could in this video. Any questions, ask below and I'll try to answer it. But like I said, the hardest part was cutting this off, cutting out the hole for this. So you have to be really careful. What I did was I got this I didn't have this off. I had the controller off, and I got this trim. And the trim actually is really cheap. I think I bought it for $15 from the dealer. And then I got blue painter's tape, and I covered this all up. And then I traced this part and the inside here on the blue painter's tape with the marker. So I knew not, when I do the cut, not to go past the second line, otherwise it will show. And so when I did the cut, it was pretty good. It still wasn't super pretty where if I didn't have this, you'll still see it kind of not the best straight of a line. I'm not too sure who can cut it that perfect, but adding this trim is the best thing because it covers up that cut and you don't see anything. And like I said, this is from a 6 series. So if you go to buy one, I'm gonna try to find the part number and post it in the description. But I got it from the dealer. I think they had it in stock and it was only like 15-20 bucks from what I remember. Taking this thing out to cut, it's not that hard. There's some bolts down here. You remove this plastic liner here. I have another video shows you how this thing just pops right off. You just turn it to the side and it pops off, and there's some bolts here, and then there's some, when you take this part off right here, there's some bolts here and there's a bolt here. And then you obviously you remove all this stuff. I have another video shows you how to remove all this stuff. And you can take off this thing pops off as well, and then you kind of go in an angle and push it out, and that's how this whole thing comes off. You probably don't have to take it off. You can probably just cut this while this is on there. I was already working on another project, so I had this off already. But all you do is it's 2 little cuts here to cut the little piece that goes in the middle here. Other than that, this is held on by because the controller also snaps onto the this little trim bezel. So once the trim bezel is on there, it's on there pretty good. It was really actually, when I was test fitting it, it was kind of a struggle to take it off. So once you got it under a nice good fit, it's gonna snap in there, and then the controller also snaps in there as well. Because when I was installing it, I was kind of confused, thinking like, how does this controller bolt down like the other one? But the controller snaps onto the trim bezel and it stays on there. Like it is on there really good. It's on there really good. So as you can see, it lights up. Works really good. So for a while I've been wanting to put this little showcase showing the CIC update. People like it. Wanted me to show how it works, how I installed it, and what it takes. It's not that hard to install once you got all the right parts. If you get it pre-programmed, it's an even easier breeze to install. I liked it. Update. It was really nice. It gives it a little updated look inside the car. It looks a lot nicer. And so I hope you guys liked this video. Any questions, please ask. I'll be happy to help as much as I could. I'll try to see if the guy who I got the kit from will allow me to put his info on my description. That way you guys can contact him if you guys are interested in doing your own update. I'm not affiliated with him. I don't make any money off the sales. I firsthand of using his items, so I would recommend him because I've had no problems and he's really quick to reply back. So you guys are free to contact him, or you guys can search online. I know there's people online like eBay that have the kits ready and they have it pre-programmed as well. Thanks for watching. Please like my videos, comment, subscribe. Thank you.